So I want to make a video today on controlling what it is that you can control and not messing up on the things that you can't control. And I'm going to go into it with an example of a simple DM that I just got. So the DM says, "Hey Owen, I would love to get you on an interview or podcast with my Facebook group. I help coaches to start a high-ticket coaching program. I think you'll get a lot of people from my group and will be interested in your self-help coaching if you come through. Let me know if you're open-minded for the interview." So the thing is, what an awesome offer. I love offers like that. Thank you for that offer. But I also have limited time. So I go to look at his profile, and I'm gonna cover his name there, but I don't know if you're able to kind of see that or not, but basically what he has here is kind of like this selfie thing. Then he has like this sort of, maybe like a building, and then kind of like some other building, another shot of the building, and that was 258 weeks ago, and then that's basically it. So what winds up happening is that this guy could actually have an amazing group that I'd love to do an interview with, but he hasn't covered the basics that are inside his control. And so what I want to do is I want to send him back a direct message. And then I thought, why not make a whole video about this? Because there's a larger theme here that you can use to change your life, which is that there are things that are out of your control, things that are inside your control, and I'd recommend that you focus on things inside the circle of what it is that you can control. Now, by the way, I'm sitting out here in Seattle. I'm getting ready to do a free event here in Seattle. This upcoming week is gonna be just awesome. And then I'm gonna be doing another one in Portland. So it's gonna be the Pacific Northwest, right in summer. This place is normally rainy all year. And as a result of that, the Pacific Northwest, in my view, is the most beautiful place to be in the entire world for this exact month, because the rest of the time it's rain. And then the city just becomes all green as a result of all the rain. And then what happens is that for this little period of the year, it gets sunny out and the weather is beautiful, the mountains are around, the ocean's around, it's stunning. And that's why I try to come out to Seattle and Portland at this time of year. So I recommend that you fly in for the free event. Free event is gonna cover health, wealth, relationship, and higher purpose. We're gonna be going very, very deep on our very, very best content. You gotta be out here for the free event. Fly in from anywhere in the world. It's gonna be several days long. We're gonna be going very, very deep. It's a kind of event that would usually cost about $5,000, and we're gonna be running it completely for free right out here in the Pacific Northwest, Seattle and Portland. So make sure that you fly in. And by the way too, you're frustrated that you can't fly in, I recommend that you do fly in. But if for some reason you can't fly in, I've also created a completely free mini course that goes over the very, very best lessons on how to make a lot of money and how to get incredible social results. This is my very, very best content. The best content that I have is inside that mini course. And that gives you the best lessons from the free tour. There's a very, very specific process that we take you through at the free tour, and I take you through that same process inside the mini course. So click the link below if you'd like to be inside the mini course and get those exact same lessons. Okay, you've been frustrated you can't fly out? It's okay. Get the mini course, you'll get incredible, incredible lessons, or just fly out and meet me in person. Best thing that you could do. By the way, another cool thing is in person, there's all the people who you meet at the live event, and inside the mini course, we give you access to a group, and you wind up making friends inside the group. So it's all about getting the information that you need, getting the group that you need, and getting some amazing free value, okay, inside the free tour or the free mini course, okay? I'll see you inside. Anyway, let's get back to it. So what is it that our friend here could have done to control what it is that he can control? Because he can't control how many followers he has. Maybe he's thinking like, well, I only got a couple hundred followers. What should I do? Should I get fake followers? Things like that. I don't think you should get fake followers personally. Can't control that. Can't control how many people like the photos. I mean, there's a degree of control that you have over this, but it's not as much control as you'd like. But what he can control is what it is that he's posting right in his profile. That is very specifically and very directly controllable, and he's choosing not to do that. So what does that indicate to somebody who's actually open-minded to giving somebody new a chance if you're not handling the basic things that you can handle? What it indicates to them is that they don't take themselves seriously, and neither should you. And the reason why is that I think a lot of people fail to get outside of themselves and fail to think about the lifestyle of the person that it is that they're contacting. So what people will tend to do is they take the moonshot, right? They do that, the Hail Mary, and they say, I'm gonna go contact somebody that has a big following, and I'm just gonna see if they say yes. Why you miss every shot you don't take, so why not just go for it? You miss every shot you don't take, just knock on more doors, blah, 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 right? But is that really taking a shot? Like just, having like 3 photos in your Instagram without even a profile picture? Is that actually taking a shot? The funny thing is the group could be awesome. The joke could be on me, some huge group. I should have done the interview, and now I did this video and I look all crazy. This guy's the owner of the biggest Facebook group in the world. He's killing it, right? I mean, shouldn't I be appreciative? Maybe the joke's on me. But even if the joke's on me, and even if you're an incredible person with a ton to offer, and then you go to meet somebody and they shut you down, and then the joke's on them, not you, even if that's the case, in reality, if the joke still wouldn't be on me. Because if every single person that can't put a profile picture and can't handle their social media hits me up, if every single person that does that, if I respond to them on the hope, maybe one of them will be the giant group, maybe one of them will be, so I'll just respond to all of them. If I were to do that, my time would be gone. Obviously, there's other solutions. You hire a receptionist, they could go through it. There's a lot of different ways you could approach it, but you see my point, right? So what is it this person should do? They should control the specifics that they are able to control. So what I want you to do is make a list of things that you can control and things that are outside your control. Let me give an example. Let's say that you're somebody new to socializing and you'd like to find somebody to go out with who's really, really, really good at socializing. Wouldn't that be great? Whatever city that you're in, you suck at socializing and you're scared and you get bad results, and then this other person who's good at it would just take you under their wing and show you everything and just fast track all your results. Wouldn't that be awesome? And let's say that you just want to get that totally for free. All for free. How would you get it? Make a list of what you can control, make a list of what you can't control. Here'd be a simple list. What you can't control, that you suck right now. What you can't control, that, well, that's mostly it, right? You can't control that you suck right now. Like you don't have a giant social circle. You're not a famous Instagram influencer, whatever, right? You can't control that. What you can control is that you're always 100% of the time in a good mood. You can control the fact that you put a smile on your face. You can control the fact that you know where every single good venue is, and maybe you've tried to work out some way that you could get into them. What you can control is maybe making a bunch of attractive friends that could help you and this other person to get into those venues. What you can control is maybe grabbing that person a drink and saying, hey, do you want me to grab you a drink? What you can control is getting them to laugh. What you can control is being somebody who actually brings energy into the situation. So you might not be the person with the highest level skill set. You might not be the person with the highest level results, but you can be the person who controls the mood and the pace and the energy. And the fact that a lot of people that have amazing results, they get tired over time and they lose a little bit of motivation, and you're the person that sort of fires them up. I can tell you that for me, I'm recording this when I'm 43 years old, and I will specifically hang out with regular friends who are in their early 20s that want to do parties, that want to go out, that want to hit it up hard, and I do that to keep myself motivated. And I might have 100x the skill sets that they have, and I might have 10,000x the results that they have. But I will hang out with people like that specifically because they keep me motivated. Now, let me be honest here. The millisecond that somebody like that would be a little bit negative, the millisecond that I've got to motivate them, it's over. And that's not because I'm not a good friend, that's because I have too much going on in my life. And if all of a sudden I'm having to play charity with somebody, I have other people that are more valuable that I'd play charity with. So that person has to be very, very aware of, okay, this person is 15, 20 years older than me. This person has a lot more connections than me. They have a lot more money than me, but I have a little bit more access. I have a little bit more energy, and I'm always in a great mood, even if you have to fake it. That is something that you can control. You can control something as simple as just getting great photos. Like anybody living here in Seattle could get a photo here with the mountains and a boat in the background. You get a photo over there at Cary Park with a Space Needle, but you could also get a lot more creative photos than that. You get a lot of, you get photos of people that are attractive, that are just kind of, you hanging out, having fun with them. There's so many different things that you can control. And so what I would advise you at this exact second is make a list of the things that you can't control. Like we said, certain results that you just don't have right now. Make a list of the things that you can control, and then stop whining about the things that you can't control. Now from there, this is honest advice, stop taking the moonshot. Stop saying to yourself, every door you don't knock on is like another shot you didn't take, and things like that. Don't waste the time of people that you know are going to say no, because what that's training you to do is it's training you to lose. Rather than training yourself to lose and to do this kind of lottery ticket mentality, like just gotta keep scratching lottery ticket, instead of doing that, what you do instead is train yourself to win. And train yourself to stack wins and get win, 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 win by simply making a game plan of what it is that you can control, then find the kind of people that you want to bring into your life. And you can't pick a specific person, like I picked them. Again, that's training yourself to lose. You cannot control, nor can I control any specific person coming into your life or into my life. I can't control that. But you can control the type of person in general. And so if you wind up doing that and you wind up adding value, then what happens is that you actually wind up getting better people in your life. Now, last point here is this. When you get that rare chance, don't do things that are annoying. And here's why I say that. The tendency of people that are at a lower point in life is they have too much going on in the mind. There's just too much happening in the mind. It's basically the sign of a loser, is there's just too much going on, right? Because success is about the narrow road. It's about walking the narrow road, right? Successful people, they do like 4 or 5 things. Unsuccessful people, they do like a gazillion things. It's like, gotta check my phone now. What are people thinking of me? What's the approval that I have? Oh, I gotta do a bunch of drugs. Oh, I gotta get drunk now. Now I gotta watch TV. Now I gotta look at stupid social media stuff. Right? It's like a bunch of nonsense. And there's just too much going on in the mind. And then what happens is the chaos that's inside the mind winds up manifesting outside of yourself in chaos outside of yourself. So instead what you want to do is you want to simplify things, okay? People that are at a very, very high level, they simplify things. In other words, you just be positive. You just make millions of dollars. You just hook up with the hottest people. You just travel to the best places. You just do things that are productive. You just do those things. You don't do all these other things, right? Because you can easily win if you just do the things that actually work and you don't do the things that don't work. Most of the people that you see that are failing, they're doing things that don't work. Victim mentality. Oh, it's not my fault. I'm a victim, right? It's just, there's all this craziness going on. So you've got to remove all the craziness. So once you're in those situations with those people, just win. Don't do all don't do all this stuff. The thinking and then the complaining and all that. Don't do that. Like, for example, I was doing a party in the Hollywood Hills. Let's look at that party in the Hollywood Hills. That party in the Hollywood Hills, it probably cost me, I don't know, that was a cheaper one for me. And I think that one was about 10 or 20K. That was on the cheap end of a party that I might do in the Hollywood Hills. So I'm about 10 or 20K deep on the party. Now, I've gone out to the best clubs in LA for about half a year, meeting every single person that I can that I'd want to invite up to that party. Okay, I have like clicking in my thumbs, like click, 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 because I've done so much DMing to prepare for this thing. So I'm 10, 20K deep, mansion in the Hollywood Hills, 6 months of going out, and now all of a sudden I'm starting to do parties. So I had a buddy who was an old chiropractor friend of mine, and he did really good adjustments. So I said, why don't you come out to the party? So he comes to the party, and he says to me, Owen, this other guy's like trying to steal my girl. Like, what do you have to say about that? I'm like, bro, I'm 10, 20K deep and 6 months of going out on this party that lasts about 3.5 to 4 hours. Are we gonna burn down half an hour of that because somebody talked to your girl? Or are we gonna forget about that and just have fun? Now, in his mind, he's thinking, well, Owen's my friend. He'll keep inviting me to the parties. Yes, I'm his friend. Of course I'm his friend. But I can't responsibly invite him to another party if he's burning down the equivalent. Like, let's look at this in terms of months. If 6 months of going out, if he's going to burn down half an hour to 4 hours, that means that he's burning down, I don't know, is it like 20%, whatever it is, right? I've got the math all wrong right now. It's early in the morning for me, but he's burning down. We'll call it 20% just to be round. He's burning down 20% of my time, right? So that means that he basically just burned like, a month or two of me going out. He also just burned several thousands of dollars of my time. So how's that responsible for me to let him in that environment? Now, the big thing that has to be understood is people that are born losers, they're just built to lose at a low level. They have too much going on in the mind, like, this person took my girl, let's all complain, right? There's just too much going on. And so they're kind of built to live in this sort of hell realm. And if you try to pull them out of the hell realm, they tend to just want to go back into the hell realm. So if you're somebody who's lucky enough to get around higher level people, then what you want to do is you want to say, no, I'm down here not because I'm born to be in a hell realm and that I resonate with hell. I'm just down here because I'm younger, or I'm just down here because I'm a little bit less experienced, but I actually resonate with you. I'm one of you just a little bit earlier on, and you're kind of catching me while the stock is down, and this stock is rising, and I'm an all-star, and you can see that because I keep things simple, and I just win and win and win. I'm just stacking those small wins. You're thinking like that. So become one of those people, fully and utterly control that which is in your circle to control, ignore all the things that you don't have, simplify what's in the mind, and then when you get a chance to be around people like that, don't do all the weird stuff, which basically just signifies that you're born to be in a hell realm and that nothing is ever going to change. Because what you'll generally find is that if you advance in the world, if you try to bring your friends up, you'll bring them on the yachts, you'll bring them in the mansions, you'll bring them to the restaurants, you'll bring them to the spas, you'll do all this, and they'll be sitting there and they'll be crying and complaining because they're not an energetic match for those environments. And over time you realize that you have to accept people and love them for who they are, but it doesn't mean you have to be around them all the time, but you love them from afar and let them kind of figure out their sort of karmic path or whatever it is that you want to call that. They've got to figure that out on their own time. You can't fix it. You can't be a charity and fix it. What you can do is you can build a giant business and create a charity, but you can't fix them individually. So you get in that kind of mindset and you got to make sure that you're clearly viewed as an all-star and not one of those 99.9% of charity cases. Now, this video is going to piss a lot of people off. And the video has a lot of weird implications to it, like, what are you saying, and blah, blah, and I get that, okay? This is a video specifically just for people that are moving up. The people that get pissed from it are in that category of people that just live in that hell realm, just like, everything's hard, everything's tough, everything's so hard and tough, and now this person said something on the internet I didn't like, and blah, 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 right? That kind of thing shows that you don't belong. If you do belong, you just win. Okay? That means focusing on what's inside your control, focusing on what the small wins are, stacking them in small wins now, which leads to major big wins later. Anyway, I'm getting very, very excited to be doing a free event right out here in Seattle. I'm excited to meet you right out here in the Pacific Northwest. Hope that you're getting excited to fly out as well. I'm going to be doing another event just like this the following week in Portland, Oregon. Going to be a lot of fun. Make sure that you click the link below, and we've got events going on all over the US coming up after this. The next ones after this are Honolulu, Chicago, New York, Boston, Philadelphia, DC. We're going to do Houston, Dallas, Austin, Phoenix, Vegas, Los Angeles, Orlando, Miami, and a bunch more, okay? So make sure that you click the link below if you want to get out to one of the free events. I'm excited to meet you. And you know what? There's a lot of high-level people that are going there and born winners, and I want you to network with them. That's actually why I thought of this idea for the video, is because the free event is all about networking, okay? And I want you to come and network at the highest level. Anyway, hope that makes sense. I'll see you soon. Peace.